Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. Jeff Woodward, part-time to full-time athlete. But, boom, don't know what that was. Don't judge me. So what's new? It's been quite a while since I edited the last video because I was struggling to edit the video. Completely new to this.
It's just hard. It's just really hard.
So I had some good feedback actually on the last one. Of the 180 people that have watched it, everyone said it was watchable. Learned a few things, and hopefully in this video it'll be a bit better because I want it to be a bit more free-flowing. I want it to be free-flowing. So yeah, hopefully this edit goes better. Who knows? We're still learning. I'm just a boy trying to become a man on YouTube. Recap of what I've done since last week. It's been another week of full-time training. I have really tried to focus on the training side of things. And yesterday, I had a taster of what I used to do with the landscaping. I'm going to put a little video in here of me digging some fence posts, and you can see I hate my life. And it reminded me that I need to do this video because I'm trying to get away from that old life and create a new one. So yeah, it was a good reminder actually that the whole reason I've started to do this journey was because as much as the landscaping pays well, I know what I'm doing, it's easy, it's comfortable, I need to get away from it. Otherwise I'll be stuck there forever. So friends and family, I'm happy to do their little jobs. Anyone else is a no-go, no-go. It's a no, 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 no. So yeah, in the last week, I have done quite a lot of training. I've got absolutely massive in the gym. Found a new pre-workout caffeine drink, which is 75p a can.
Guys, pre-workout Carabao Mango Burst, 49 calories, 75p. You can't make it for that.
This is not an ad. It's a Carabo Cup sponsoring the EFL, the English Football League Cup, and it is an energy drink with, there is other flavours, there's mixed berry, green apple, mango burst, I think there's an orange one. How many calories is in this one? 60, I think. Per 100 mils, 12 to 12 calories. It tastes insane. So yeah, in that whole bottle, there's about, in that whole can, there's about 41 calories. There is 41 calories. There's not about, it's 41 calories. So I found that. I've had that before the gym. I've got absolutely massive in the gym. Obviously lifting insanely heavy weights. They're getting there. We've also had some really cold weather. So the runs outside have been absolutely freezing. It's starting to warm up again now. You can see the sunlight coming through. So that makes the runs a bit better. Yeah, so it's been freezing. I had to wrap up nice and warm. We got all the sessions ticked off and done. Track night was back. Track night, Wednesday nights under the light. Track night. It's track night. Come on. Wednesday nights under the lights. Completed it. Good session tonight. Threshold work. 6 mins, 8 mins, 4 mins, 6 mins, 4 I think, can't remember. But good session in, and I'll put the stats up. Yeah, enjoyed that one. Cold though, very cold. It's everything you ever need, and it's here right in front of you. This is where we want to be. Love a Wednesday night down at Daventry Track with the PGC1 team. They're so good. So that was back. That was freezing. I also went last night as well. That was good. And we're hitting some good paces. We're hitting around I'll put it up actually. I'll put my little thing up for my C pace, which is sort of, yeah, what you can control for an hour. I'm sort of around the 330s, 335s, which I suppose is what your lactate 2. I don't actually know how that works. I'm assuming that's your lactate 2. I'll look into all of my lactates. And then my B pace, which is kind of getting towards your 5K pace, we're hitting 320s, but I think I can go quicker if it was a race. Who knows? We'll find out soon when I start getting these races booked in. We have booked Hyrox Katowice, 22nd of Feb. Massive, because I couldn't get a ticket for Manchester, so that is off the cards. Manchester's off the table, which is bad because it was close, but it means I've got a weekend away with my brother at the end of Feb in Katowice in Poland. So it's also been quite chaotic because we had Jack's birthday. He was 3. So we had his party, all of his presents that he had to open. You wouldn't believe how many presents a 3-year-old gets. It's insane. So we've got a load of new toys in the house. All this extra training, I found out that deep heat is my new best friend. Deep heat on your ankles, Achilles, under your feet. Oh, just about to go for a 45-minute run. I'm getting the old deep heat out from my Achilles and bottom of my foot, because I've been having an issue with my plantar fasciitis. And this just eases the pain. It doesn't hurt, but it hurts, if you know what I mean. So just rub this in. Sorts me out for the run. Oh, it feels really good. Is there anything better than massaging the arch of your foot? I'm not so sure. It could be the best thing in the world. Not sponsored. But Carabo, if you want to sponsor me, I'm open to it. Other brands and drinks are definitely available. I also fell over, which was actually very lucky that I didn't really injure myself. I took a video after I did it, so I'll put that in now. Right, safety, safety, safety. Always remember safety. I've just fallen over right at the end of my street. And what's even worse is there was a lady coming opposite me. And as I've gone, she's about 10 metres away. And I've done a roly-poly into the road. Luckily there was no cars coming, otherwise I probably would have got run over. And she's like, oh, you're all right. I'm like, yeah. You know that one you get up and you go, yeah. I was like, oh, I don't know, it hurts. But anyway, that's the result. Lucky man, that could have been worse. That was super lucky because I could have actually really hurt myself. Like, not with the car situation rolling into the road, just actually falling. If I'd been slower at putting my arms out, I could have, or if I just landed a bit funnier, because I did it ages ago. I tripped over about a year and a half ago now. I fractured my ankle really bad just from falling over. Went down a little hole in the grass. So it kind of brought me back to that, and it was a good reminder of you got to be safe and look after yourself, because one little silly mistake could have ruined the next 3 months of my training completely, which again, sometimes you need little reminders along the way like that to make you go, oh yeah, I actually need to concentrate when I'm out on these runs. So yeah, so that was the last week. And now, what are we? The 16th of January. So I've technically been on this full-time training hype for 2 full weeks. And the one big thing that I'm noticing, which is really good, is my recovery is so much better in between sessions. Obviously, because I'm not landscaping, I'm not lifting heavy posts, I'm not lifting heavy slabs, I'm not doing the extra 10,000 steps in between my running and my gym sessions. But the other side of that is and it must be something elite athletes struggle with as well, is the motivation isn't always there to train. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because it shows you're human, because it's hard to get motivated all the time for anything. And this is why I think it's really important to set goals. So for next Hyrox, the initial goal that I need to get is sub 65, because I'm already at 66, and realistically, if I can go sub 65, that's a win. In the back of my mind, I want it to be a sub 63, but you also need to be a little bit more realistic when you set targets and goals, but also have the unrealistic target as well. Well, for me anyway. So if all my training goes well, I don't see why I can't hit a sub 63 Hyrox Men's Pro, if not better. However, the realism or the realistic side of me says even a sub 65, you're still knocking, because my PB is 66, I'm still knocking a minute, if not a minute and a half, which is a big chunk over any sort of race and any sort of distance. So there is the side of me that wants to be elite straight away, but you also have to be realistic and be honest with where you're currently sitting. And I'm comparing myself to people that have been doing this for many, many years. And I'm kind of in its infancy in terms of my journey. My running journey, I've been a year and a bit, Hyrox a year. So I've got to be realistic with myself, set unrealistic goals. Actually, I'm going to use this one because my friend gave me it the other day. Shoot for the stars and hit the moon. So that's where I'm at. All eyes on Hyrox, end of February, Men's Pro, sub 65. Follow the journey. I'm going to speak to my coach, see if we can get a 10K booked in between, and film up to that point too. So yeah, next week is a massive week of training again. It's slowly just ramping up. We've still got eyes on Manchester Marathon end of April. So we're also building to that in the background of the Hyrox. And yeah, just keep pumping out some motivational bits on my Instagram, on YouTube. Other big news. I am starting my run club up locally where I live. Hopefully going to get a lot more people involved in running. I want it to be parents, young men, young women, old men, anyone and everyone. But I really just want people to get the love for running that I've found. It's one of those things, running, the more you do it, it never gets easier, you just get faster. But the feeling you get from coming back, finishing your run, it's just such a good feeling. And when you're out there, you've got the wind, you've got your own thoughts, a bit of music on if you want. I just think I can't even explain the feeling. It's such a good feeling. So I'm hoping I'll set my run club up. It's going to be free, just a fun run club where people can just come, have a laugh, and maybe have a coffee at the end, and I can help people get the love for running that I've got. So that's super exciting. I've got that going on in the background. I've done more of my PT course, so I'm getting that ticked off. I need to book into my running coaching course as soon as I finish my PT course, because I don't want them both going alongside each other, otherwise it will just be too much. My little brain won't be able to cope, as my wife would say, your little brain, which I think is a bit mean, but she would claim it's endearing and honest. Maybe she'd say it's more honest that I have actually got a little brain. So yeah, all been good, massive week. Hopefully we get more views on this one than the last one. If we don't, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing it for the views anyway. I'm doing it for myself. I enjoy it. I'm being an idiot in front of the camera. That's what I love. Oh yeah. Anyway. Carabo, get on it. Mixed berry. That's actually the best one, the mixed berry. Thank you very much for watching Jeff Woodward's YouTube channel. See you soon. yeah, that's it. That's all I needed to say. Now I've got the fun job of editing this. Wish me luck.